Hey guys, Kieran here again, and in today's lesson we're going to be taking a look at the song In Bloom by Neck Deep. So this is going to be an acoustic arrangement of the song, and it's going to be using some really easy chords. So if you're a beginner guitar player, this will be a really cool song to play, as it uses those beginner chords, and also uses some nice and easy strum patterns as well. So getting into the song now, you won't need a capo to play this. I know I've got a capo on my guitar, but like always my guitar is tuned a whole step down, so I need to put my capo on the 2nd fret to make it sound like it's in standard tuning and without a capo. But you guys who are in standard tuning, you don't need to play a capo to play it. You don't need to have a capo, I should say, to play this song. So getting into the chords for the song now, there's going to be 4 chords in total, and they're going to be really easy chords. So to start with, your pinky and your 3rd finger will remain in the same position for the whole song. So your pinky is going to be on the 3rd fret 1st string, and your 3rd finger is going to be on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and then your first 2 fingers will making the chord shapes. So the first chord will be this, what I'm going to call a C chord. So like I say, pinky and 3rd remain where they are for each chord, and then your 2nd finger, it goes on the 3rd fret 5th string, 1st finger goes on the 2nd fret 4th string, and you want to try and mute that lower string there with your thumb, or just avoid playing it with your picking hand. But I highly recommend trying to get your thumb over, as that just allows you just to strum and not worry about trying to miss certain strings. The 2nd chord will be a G chord. So when you're on this C, you literally move each finger up 1 string. So your 2nd finger will be on the 3rd fret 6th, 1st finger will be on the 2nd fret 5th string. What you can also do is take your 1st finger off and mute that 5th string and play a G like that as well. But either G in this case sounds good. 3rd chord will be what I'm going to call an A chord. So what you want to do is mute that 6th string, leave the 5th string open. Your 1st finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. 3rd string is going to be open, and then your pinky and 3rd remain where they are. The 4th chord will be what we call a B chord. So mute that 6th string. 1st finger will be on the 2nd fret 5th string. 4th and 3rd strings will be open, and then pinky and 3rd remain where they are. So you got a C, G, A, and a B as well. So in terms of the strum pattern, there's going to be 1 main strum pattern for the whole song. There is 1 bit where you use a slight variation, and for the verses as well, you can do a bit of palm muting if you know how to palm mute. But if not, you can just play open normally. So that main strum pattern will be down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. So 1 time around that strum pattern will be down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. And for some of these chords, you're going to be playing 1 strum pattern on the chord. So for example, some of the chords you're going to be playing the strum pattern for 2 times around that strum pattern, so that'll sound like. And some of the chords you'll be playing 1/2 on 1 chord, and then the 2nd half on another chord, so that'll sound like. But where I've got a split strum pattern between 2 chords, in the description there'll be a slash, and that's where you need to change chord when you've got a situation where you need to change the chord within the strum pattern. So like I say, you can do a palm muted variation on the verses or the intro, whichever bit you feel necessary. So the palm mutes will be on the down strums and the ups. You just release the palm mute to get it sounding like this. So with the palm muted section, it just it brings it down a little bit, and then when you get to the chorus you can open it up and make it sound big and full for the chorus sections. And the final strumming pattern I'll go over when I get to the second verse. There's just a few muted sections, and you don't have to play this strum pattern, which I'll go through. You can just play the normal pattern, strum pattern. But for more intermediate players who want to get closer to the actual sounding record, I'll go through that when I get to it, when I go through the song. So getting into the chord progressions now. This song will start off with an intro. So what you want to do is use that normal strumming pattern for each chord. And first off, it will be a C. And for the C, you play the strumming pattern 2 times in length. Then you get to a G and play the strumming pattern 1 time. And then it's a split strum pattern between an A and a B. And that chord progression there will go around 2 times for the intro. Then you get into the verse, and it's the same chord progression as the intro, but this time you play it 5 times in total. Then after the verse you get into the chorus, and it's going to be a slightly different chord progression, but it's going to be very, very similar. So it'll be a C for 2 times that strum pattern, then a G for 1 time, and then an A for 1 time. So the difference is on the verses in the intro you did a split between A and B. For the choruses you just do a whole one on that A and don't go to that B. And that chord progression of C for 2, G for 1, A for 1 will go around 3 times for this chorus. So what I'll do now is go through the intro, verse and chorus, just so you can piece it together in your head. So it should sound like this. And then from there you go into verse 2. So for verse 2 you use exactly the same verse chord progression as the previous verse, but this time you only play it for 4 times in length as opposed to 5 on the previous verse. So for this verse you can do the normal strum pattern, open or palm muted, is entirely up to you. But to try and get it close to the record, for the first 2 times around of that chord progression, you can add in a little mute section. So this will be strum pattern 3, and that strum pattern will be down, down, and then you do it down, up, muted, and then you do down, down, and then another down, up, muted. And 1 time round, this strum pattern will be down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. And to use this strum pattern on the chords, it will be 2 times round on the C, 1 time round on the G, and then a split between the A and the B again. And like the previous strum patterns, I'll put a slash in strum pattern 3, just so you know where to change. So I'll just quickly run through 1 chord progression using this strum pattern, so it'll sound like this. obviously for the second time around you use that strumming pattern, and there's a variation to get close to the record as well. For this last two chord progressions, you can just hit each chord and let them ring. And that's sort of what they're doing in the actual song. But like I say, you can just do the normal strumming pattern if you want. It's entirely up to you. On the second time round, on the C, there's a little stop you do halfway on that C, and then you let it stop for the remainder of the C, and then you get back into the G for the normal strumming pattern. So that bit will sound like, well, you know just what they say, just say farther than like so. So it's just like half of the C, you do that. And then leave it for the second half of the C, then get back in that G. Then after that second verse, you get into the second chorus. And this time round, you play that chorus chord progression 2 times round as opposed to 3 times like the previous chorus. And then straight from the chorus you get into the solo section, and this solo section will use the chord progression 2 times round again. Then after the solo section you get into the final chorus. So for the final chorus you will play the chord progression, the chorus chord progression 4 times round in total, and for the first time round that chord progression you'll be doing just single strums. And then after that A on the first time round of the chord progression, there's a little break of 4 beats, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be the A for the amount of time you usually play it, and then after that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're back into the normal chord progression for the chorus. So what I'll do now, I'll just go through that last chorus. Just so you can piece it together in your head. So that will sound like this. And stop calling me out, we're never going to put the pieces back together if you won't let me get better. And stop digging it up, boy, we're never gonna see last chord of the song, you can just end it on a C. So I think I've covered everything there, all the chords, chord progressions, strum patterns, all that good stuff. And all of that will be down in the description if I've been going too fast or you just want to go along with the song like that. And if you haven't already, go check out my channel and hit the subscribe button, that'd be really cool. I've got a load of videos from pop punk, rock, alternative bands like Bring Me the Horizon, More Neck Deep, All Time Low, bands like that. So go check out my channel, that'd be really cool. And until next time, peace out.